Today we're talking swings. We've got Rory McIlroy on the left-hand side and we've got Tommy Fleetwood on the right. Now I'm going to explain the differences to you on their swings. Not everybody swings it the same, so I'm going to show you what is different. Now, as I've said in the past, everyone swings it differently. You can test and measure to work out what you need. Now, 3 ways to do everything in the golf swing, and I'll show you Rory's way and Tommy's way. Now, if you like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe and the notification bell, and you'll receive a video each week. So we're going to start off looking at their setups. So the first thing you are going to see with Tommy, I'm going to talk about this, he has a stronger right hand grip. So the first thing we're going to look at the V of that right hand, going up there in between his his right shoulder and his right ear. Now we go into Rory. We zoom in. Where did the V of his right hand go? It goes to his left ear. So Tommy's got a strong grip. Rory has a weak grip. Now, what happens there is you'll look at a few different things. You'll look at 1, the V on the right hand, and 2, the crease of the elbow. See how Tommy's, you can see the crease, whereas Rory's elbow is turned out. So his crease is virtually pointing this direction, whereas Tommy is pointing towards us. The other thing you'll notice, with the stronger grip, like Tommy, you'll tuck the right elbow and the hands get pushed further forward this way. Rory's pretty much near his belly button. So they're the differences you'll see. The knock-on effect of that is, Tommy has a little bit of side bend. Rory looks pretty level. So that's the start of it. Now that is a determining factor on how the swing will work from there. So what we're going to do, set it up. Rory has a slight shift to the right. Right elbow stays higher than the left. See the difference. Tommy's elbow is starting to turn in, top of his backswing. Now Rory, so we can see there's a bit of a gap with Tommy's back. So if we look at the back here, so his head's moved slightly to the right. Rory's pretty straight, so head to spine that way. Tommy's got that. So Tommy has what we call a counter swivel. He swivels a bit to the right. Rory stays more on top of it. Also, you can see you'll have different shoulder tilt, so you can also look at the difference. Rory's elbow is a little bit higher, and Tommy's is tucked in. So when we start on the downswing, this is where big changes happen. So Tommy goes way across, parallel to the ground. Parallel to the ground, you look at the elbow position differences there. So also Tommy, with the right hand, he is going to tuck his right elbow, whereas Rory, elbows out, spine angle not as much, side bend coming down. Now that becomes a different release pattern altogether. So you watch as Tommy comes down, elbow comes down, stays starting to get in front of the hip, a lot of bend, a lot of side bend going there. So we'll stop it at parallel to the ground, and then look at Rory. Doesn't have as much side bend, and look at the elbow. Elbow's behind him. Tommy, elbow's tucked in. So you've got 2 extreme grips here. You've got a strong grip with Tommy Fleetwood, and Rory has a weak grip. Now, if you had someone like Justin Rose who has a neutral grip, his elbow position will be in between these. But you look at Tommy, got a lot of side bend to the right. Rory, pretty neutral with that spine. So Tommy tucks the elbow, holds it there. And see the elbow, the crease of the elbow is still pointing here. And then Rory, we're going to miss a frame, but Rory, crease is pointing out this way. So look at the very difference in body positions, where someone needs to tuck and someone doesn't. So that is, Tommy needs to tuck. He tucks to delay the closing of the club face, because he's got a strong right hand grip. Rory's got a weak right hand grip, so he can release that as much as he's want, and that thing shouldn't go left. So for the 18th on Sunday in Dubai. So now we'll go and have a look at down the line. So here we've got down the line. So I'm going to look at a few different things here. Postures look both pretty good. They're very athletic. Rory's got a little bit more knee bend than Tommy at address. But we're going to show you what's going on now. Tommy, as he swings back, elbows are close together. Club face is trying to open up Rory. Club face is a little closed. Right elbow's folding. See how the right elbow is starting to go behind him, whereas Tommy stays in front of him. So we can sync these up and keep going to the top. So Rory's position at the top. So we're going to go halfway back. There's Rory's position. Let's have a look where Tommy, so the right elbow's gone behind him. Tommy, the right elbow is going to stay more in front of him. So the hand path is a little bit more in the middle of the chest. Rory is a little bit behind him. And that's all caused by the right hand grip. Feeling as though it's pulling back and behind you. Now, there's no right or wrong way to swing. Just what your pattern is. So when we get to the top of the backswing, see Tommy's elbows are closer together. And Rory's elbows getting further behind him. So Tommy looks at quite a nice look here. People are liking that look at the top, slightly laid off. Rory goes across the line. It all works pretty good. Jack Nicklaus across the line. So there's a few people like that. So it all determines, top of the backswing is determined by your trail hand grip, your right hand grip. Rory's got a weak one. The elbow's going to go behind him. Club looks across the line. Tommy Fleetwood tucks the right elbow going back. It's going to look like that at the top. Big move coming down for Rory. I like this move. There's the squat. He squats down. And the elbow is still behind him when the arm is parallel to the ground. Tommy Fleetwood hasn't got much of a squat, but he shallows the club more. And now you can see how much further the left arm is in front of him and the right elbow is tucking. Now, if Rory was to tuck his elbow and do that, he would hit it 50 right or hit pull draws. And if Tommy Fleetwood would do what Rory does, he'd miss the ball altogether. So there is reasons why they all work. So it's matching the patterns up. So generally, if you are a weak right-hand golfer, your right elbow is going to be behind your hip. So as you come down, elbows behind the hip. Here's Tommy, elbow starting to go in front of the hip. It's all camera angles, just a fraction out though. And then he releases it down the line. Rory goes down and left. And at impact, there is not as much side bend or a frame out as Tommy. You can see Tommy stays down and bends down more. Right elbow is bent more. Rory's is a bit straighter. Tommy releases, delays the release. Rory releases it early. Still get the desired results. So there's many ways to swing a club. So as I was saying before, if you've got a coach or you're watching stuff and they're all telling you the exact same thing for every player, that might not work for you. Yes, the information can be correct, but if you need a weak right hand grip and they're telling you to tuck it and strengthen your right hand and you struggle, that could be the reason why. So if you need any help on your golf game, please don't hesitate to contact me. If you want to ask a question, write it in the comments below. I'll endeavour to get back to you. If you're looking for lessons, I teach on the app Skillist, or if you're in Melbourne, Australia, come down and see me at Keysborough Golf Club.